What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on ATER ticker.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on.
And on today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then we'll continue with the fundamental news that might drive the price of this company. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you what should we expect next. And before we get into all of that, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Moomoo valued up to $7,000, please check out that link in the description below. All you have to do is sign up for an account and deposit as little as $1. This is guaranteed free money. Full details you can see on the screen right now. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and I've told you that we've almost completed a 5-wave structure inside the 5th wave, inside the C wave from this top to this bottom. And this means that we should have some kind of retracement, at least a bounce to the upside. And I've told you that we might have a small bounce to the upside in order to form internal 4th wave. Then we should have one more leg to the downside that will complete the entire 5th wave. And we have this bottom right here. And from this range, I've told you that we might hit $4.1 or even $3.93. And from somewhere this range, we might have next leg to the upside that most probably will hit at least this range of resistance. And it happened. It happened exactly as I predicted. Congratulations to all of you who took my call and who entered your position right here. And you might be up to this price point for about 25.3%. Next price target was right here at 33%. But to the current range, you might be up still to the range of roughly $25. And definitely this movement to the upside shows that this asset is extremely technical, and on top of that you can rely on my technical analysis as a part of your due diligence, because every time when we have certain setup, we have nothing more than just a game of probabilities. And the most probable outcome, if it is supported by some fundamental news that might drive the asset in a certain direction, definitely you should bet on this setup, and with this case you will be able to make some profits. So, and let's continue with the fundamental news, and let me show you that we are in red day on the market, and this red day is quite huge, I have to say. S&P 500 lost about 2.81%, Dow Jones lost about 2.38%, Nasdaq lost about 3.95%, and Russell 2000 also lost about 3.26%. You might wonder what was the reason of this massive sell-off. And one of the reasons is definitely the Russia and Ukraine crisis. And right here on Reuters.com we have this article that is titled "Russia warns Poland, Bulgaria of gas supply cuts on Wednesday." And let me quote you these bullets. Russia demands unfriendly countries to pay for gas in rubles. Russia has threatened to cut off gas unless the demand is met. Kremlin says Gazprom is working on the scheme. And the last one, only a few have agreed on the gas for rubles scheme. And let me quote you this. Russian energy giant Gazprom has told Poland and Bulgaria it will halt gas supplies from Wednesday in a major escalation of Russia's broader row with the West over its invasion of Ukraine. And I have to say that it is the unprecedented action, because even in the period of Cold War conflict, Soviet Union didn't cut off its supply of natural gas to Europe, and this means we have some mind-blowing uncertainties on the markets, and this uncertainty and this basically lack of natural gas in Europe might lead to the recession in the European Union, and might lead to the recession in the United States. And that's why we have to be cautious with our investments, and especially with the risky assets like Aterian. And let me show you that for now it doesn't have any major news from the fundamental standpoint. If you type in Google search bar ATER Stock and switch to News tab folder, you won't find any recent news. And on top of that, we don't have any news from the fundamental standpoint on their official website. But we have some short squeeze potential. And let me show you this article. We are on investorplace.com, and this article was published yesterday, and it's titled "Short Squeeze Stocks. ATER, HCDI and 3 other experts think are ready to pop." And let me quote you this. It's unclear how long the current bearish streak will last in the economy. However, given current supply chain concerns, still red-hot inflation and near-peak Federal Reserve hawkishness, investors can't exactly be blamed for betting on a drop. The coming weeks and months will provide further context for the future of the market. Will prices ease? Can the Fed really offer a soft landing for its interest rate hikes? Will the S&P see a near-term reversal? Expect all that and more to be answered in the not-so-distant future. With that said, the companies on this list represent the bottom of investors' expectations. As such, these stocks typically operate with higher than average float, representing substantial short interests. And right here you can see Aterian is on the first place, and I have to say that on the short screener list, on the short screener leaderboard, we have Aterian on the first place, but it has the short squeeze score of 98.94, and previously it was a little bit higher, but still Aterian is on the first place right now. And let me show you some stats in details. For now, it has a short interest percent of float of 36.86%, extremely high short interest. And we have off-exchange short volume ratio at the level of 37.47%. And this short volume ratio is not the highest one, but still, right here you can find that this asset doesn't have any shares available for shorting, and the short borrow fee rate is extremely high at 124.97%. This means the short squeeze potential is still rather high, but we have to be very cautious because we don't have much support from stock tweets community, because we don't have this ticker symbol on the watchers section. We have this ticker symbol on the most active section on the third place, and we don't have this ticker symbol on the trending section. This means this asset still has some support from retail community, but it is not the highest one. On top of that, let me show you the appwisdom.io website, and right here you can find Aterian on the 15th place, and it lost about 3 rows. And as you can see, the trend of its mentions is moving south, and it lost about 7% of mentions during last 24 hours. This means we have to be very cautious. And let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next? I have to say that we have two possibilities, and both of these possibilities had these movements to the upside. But for now, I have some doubts about this breakdown, because if we have the top of our fifth wave, let me show you more thoroughly, from this very bottom to this very top, with an extension in the fifth wave right here at roughly $7.22. This means we have to have the retracement in a shape of simple zigzag from this top. And this means from this top we have, this is our A wave, this is potentially might be our B wave. And this might be the next leg to the downside that will hit lower price target, and that will be our C wave. In this case, from this range we have more bearish pressure on this asset, and most likely we should go lower. But on the other hand, if we still have the top of our fifth wave right here, and we have, this is our A wave, this is an extension in the B wave, and this is our C wave, we have to have, this is our first wave, this is our second probably, and we have to land some higher waves on higher price targets in the upcoming sessions. But why I don't think that it is the case? Let me show you that right here we have very weak volume, and this movement to the upside doesn't have volume at all if you compare it with this one. And this means less likely that it is the movement, the impulsive movement to the upside, and most likely we have this as our B wave. And let me show you this breakdown. If it is the case, we have to have this as our A wave, this is our B wave, and we have to land the bottom of our C wave. And this range, if it is the case, we might project by pulling the Fibonacci extension tool from this top to this bottom and project it from the top of the B wave. And the most probable range of extension in the C wave compared to A is 1 to 1, and it is the price point of roughly 2.5 $43. And for now, we have two major key points. If this asset breaks the top of our B wave with increasing volume, definitely this count will be invalidated. But otherwise, if we will go lower and if we will hit at least the bottom of our A wave and even break it to the downside, definitely the price target for the next leg will be at a 1-to-1 extension at the price point of $2.43. So it is what it is. I just show you the probable outcomes and you are free to decide what you should do with certain assets. So I think from the technical standpoint that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.